Welcome to this week's episode of 60 Seconds with the Superintendent. Well, throughout our series of episodes, we're always going to the building, sharing with you programs, events, or activities that are going on. But we wanted to switch it up this week. We wanted to take a look at what is a day in the life of one of our students, and what does it look like when a team of people come together to support that student's needs and interests. Let's head over to the Strongsville Early Learning Preschool to meet up with Max to see what his day is like.
Beatball. You want beatball?
To really empower students and give them a voice at this age is so important. Max currently uses an eye gaze device where he will hover his eyes over an icon, and after a set amount of time, the icon will then speak, like a voice-to-text output device.
You did it!
It's so critical that we give kids the skills they need to communicate at this young age, so then we're constantly building upon that as they transition to elementary school.
There you go.
It is a lot of trial and error at this age to see what the student's going to respond best to. So we work with our speech and language pathologists, and then we partner with the ESC, the Educational Service Center. So they'll give us a couple different devices, a couple different apps that we'll try with the students, and some pick it up right away and it's great for them, and others it doesn't work at all. So then we kind of have to go back to the drawing board and see maybe that's too high tech. Maybe for that student they need to start with pictures. So it really is a team approach, kind of like a family approach at this age, where we have the speech language pathologist, the teacher, the parent, the county, the ESC, whoever's a part of the student's daily life, come together and really sit down and say, okay, how does this work and how are we going to use it across all settings so that we're building their skills as quickly as we can.
I see your eyes on yes. He is so good with using his eyes to make really good eye contact, and just his joint attention. Everything he uses with his eyes is so good. He can hold his gaze for so long, which is better than most kids. So I really kind of had a hunch that he would be good at eye gaze. So I was able to get my hands on an AAC device, and we brought him in during the summer, and we got it out. We had a bunch of people there, and he said his first word, and that was like the coolest moment ever. We were all in tears because that was just a huge accomplishment for him. It's very important to develop that one-on-one relationship so that I can get to know them and figure out exactly what communication device they may need, or every little detail about them, so I can help them best. It's not a device that he just uses in his classroom or in speech therapy. It's his voice, so we have to have it available to him at all times, no matter if he's in gym class, if he's walking down the hallway. It's got to always be. That's why his mount has wheels on it. It goes everywhere with him.
Communication impacts every part of a student's day. If they can't communicate to tell you their needs, they're not getting their needs met, they need to communicate with their peers, with their teachers. Even within the academic part of the day, they need to be able to tell us what they know. So that just gives them the tools they need to interact with their peers and their teachers every day.
What is the letter?
Max's device is activated with his eyes, which is so cool. The kids even have commented on that, like, Max can talk with his eyes. And he looks at the icons on the device and it speaks the word for him.
Dr. Bishop.
And he's done amazing with it. The kids love it. They love being able to communicate with him. For our children at the preschool, this is their first experience in school often, and we're really building that foundation for school-age learning. With Max giving him the ability to communicate with his peers, being able to communicate with his teacher, express what he knows is huge. So that's what we're all about, is giving kids a really strong foundation.
So this episode is not just about Max. It's about the power of a team, the power of collaboration, and the power of effective communication. Whether it's communicating with the devices that Max uses, or the communication between a group of caring adults, this is what can happen when people get together to do what's in the best interest of our students, and that happens each and every day in Strongsville City Schools. As always, thanks for watching, and go make it a great Mustang week.